Ladies and gentlemen, Ed Sheeran is on the phone with Bennett from Most Requested Live.
Ed, how are you?
Great, man. How are you?
Doing great, man. So good to talk to you again and catch up. It was great seeing you at the VMAs.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I didn't really get to go to the show because I was playing on the harbour, but it all looks like great.
The visual, the Brooklyn Bridge, the song, it just all came together beautifully, man. You crushed it. Was it crazy performing in front of humans? That's got to be pretty cool again.
Yeah, man. I did my first gig back maybe 4 weeks ago, no, maybe 3 weeks ago in England, and it was, it's less about how I feel about it and more about just feeling happy that people can go to shows. I think music's such an important thing to be able to go and see live, and I'm enjoying the atmosphere more than I obviously really enjoy being on stage, but I love feeling the vibe of people just excited to be watching live music again.
It just brings everyone together. And you said something before the award show that I was saying on my couch. I was like, the VMAs used to be like this award show that was so off the cuff, all these crazy moments. It was kind of tame again last night. I guess you were at the harbor, so I guess there was no behind the scenes stuff, right?
No, did you not hear about that? I literally got out of my car and Machine Gun Kelly and Conor McGregor were having a fight. So there was stuff behind the scenes happening.
I heard about that. I was curious if that was all like,
Everyone afterwards were like, what just happened there? It was it was mad.
Yeah, I heard like Connor threw a drink. I was like, oh, okay, this is the VMAs I know and love.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I'm sure they had a valid reason, but yeah, it was wild.
Hey, last time we talked, we were talking about just becoming dads for the first time. This is before Bad Habits came out, and our daughters are pretty much the same age, like a month apart. So, did Lyra turn 1 yet? I need an update. Is she walking, talking?
She took her first steps. She's turned 1 and she's making sounds. I wouldn't say she's talking yet. And she said dad, but also like not at me. So I don't know if it counts.
But like, that's got to just melt your heart. I'm waiting for those first words and the first steps. I'm waiting for all those. But I feel like every day she's doing something new that's like blowing my mind.
Yeah. And man, it's incredible to see things that we just take for granted. Like Lyra felt rain for the first time the other day. And you could see her sort of trying to work out what it was.
It's adorable seeing like their wheels turn, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's talk about this smash record, Shivers. I mean, it's a first listen. It is just incredible. And from what I understand, you wrote the song when you got off your last tour. So it's been in your back pocket for all this time. How did you not like have the urge to release it? That'd be like burning a hole in my pocket, so to speak.
Well, I think with all the sort of solo albums that I've done, what I do is sort of hold back and just stack songs and then pick the best ones. So it was always sort of top of the pile, but I never wanted to quote unquote blow my load early. I wanted to, like really sort of take my time, plan the album and the release and get it right.
How does it feel now that your second child off the Equals album, Baby, is released?
Yeah, it feels great, man. I mean, I kind of don't worry too much about the second single ever, because the first one is the one that there's pressure on and people are like, it's coming back and blah blah blah. The second single always just does its thing. My second single off Divide was Castle on the Hill. My second single off Multiply was Don't. My second single off Plus was You Need Me, I Don't Need You. And they just kind of do their thing. They're more to promote the album and less to have like a smash. So if this does well, happy days, but it's more to like the first single was more to have a hit, and this is more to advertise that there's an album coming out.
Well, I think Shivers is going to be the best of both worlds for you. It sounds really good on the air, and your videos are so fun. Like the ghosty dots as like you were waiting for like the text reply in the Shivers video. Like it's just so relatable, so funny.
I can't really take any credit for that video, man. That's all Dave Myers, the guy that made Bad Habits. That's all his brainchild, and he's just an incredible human.
Now, do you submit the album and you just kind of wash your hands? Or are you kind of Donda in this thing? Are you Kanyeing where you are updating this? Or
I think there's two types of releases, really, man. To be honest, because there's the tinkering on it until it comes out, and then it's just streaming, and then later on down the line, vinyl and CD come out. Or there's the planned release where the album's done up front because you have to get it to a vinyl printing. Like my fan base buy a lot of vinyl, so I handed it in first week of July, and it's been printed on vinyl now, and it's locked and loaded, and I'm ready to go, which is kind of better because you can't change anything and the album's done and then you just get excited to put it out.
You're so proud of this body of work, more so than anything in the past. You know, you've been through so much, you know, love, grief, you became a dad. Is there a song on this album that we haven't heard yet that just means the world to you, that you're just so transparent on it?
Yeah, I think I flip back and forth. The opening song was always my favorite, but I think it's more, there's a song called Leave Your Life that's like a ballad about the first line is, if I forget to say goodbye before I catch the plane, will you know the way that I feel when I'm away? And it's basically it's written about Lyra, and if I were to say I got on a plane here and the plane didn't land, you know, like how would she remember me, basically?
These are the things you think about too, as becoming a new dad. Like those thoughts go through my mind all the time. So like, again, it's super relatable. I can't wait to hear the project.
Thank you, man. I mean, the project's like, I mean, what people are hearing on the radio now are the songs that are, you know, they are the radio songs, but the album has probably 3 radio songs and the rest they're quite deep tunes, quite sad, quite emotive. And I'm I guess like coming to terms songs. I feel like I had a like quarter life crisis making this album. I turned 30, I got married, I had a kid, I had a really good friend of mine pass away, and there's been a lot of stuff to write about.
So many life events, and we're so excited to peel the layers and hear the album October 29th. But so nice to chat again, Ed, as always. I'm sure next time we talk, Lyra will be, you know, doing full sentences. I can't wait to catch up.
I know, mate. It's happening so fast as well.
Yeah, it blows your mind. So Ed, always a pleasure. Congrats on Shivers, man. This is an absolute smash.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.